Hello everyone. Today we are going to set up our environment for doing vibe coding with Databricks notebooks. We are going to set up VS Code with GitHub Copilot. I have installed VS Code. After installing, I have not done any additional step. It is just downloading and installing the software, which you can do easily. After it is installed, then we are going to install some extensions in VS Code. So we go to these extensions, and first of all, we are going to search for GitHub Copilot. So this is the extension. So we are going to install it so that we can use the GitHub Copilot. After this is installed, then we need to sign in to a GitHub account so that we can use it. So let's go ahead and sign in. It will take us to the GitHub login page. So here I'm already signed into my GitHub account. So I'm going to continue. It will ask for some authorization, which I will approve. And now it will take me back to VS Code after the login. So now login is complete. We are going to chat with it. Let's try it out so that we can confirm that it is working. Yes, so we can see like our assistant, it is working fine. So that's it. That's what we are going to set up. Next, another extension we need is the Databricks extension. So this is the extension we are going to install. Let me trust it. Extension, it is installed now. Once this is installed, then this Databricks icon appears here. And as we don't have any setup already, so we will go ahead and create a new Databricks project. And first it will ask for the URL of our workspace. So this is my Databricks workspace. And in the URL, we need to provide this URL, which is ending with .com or .net. After that, it is asking which type of authentication we shall use. So we shall use the personal access token here. And now it is asking me to name of the profile, which can be just anything. Let me say it is test 4. And now it is asking me to create a new personal access token and then enter that. So I will go to the Databricks workspace, go to here, settings, then the developer, and then this is where we manage access tokens in Databricks. So I'm going to generate a new access token, which can be anything, and this number of days we can put any value that we want. So this will be valid for 1 year. I'm going to copy it in VS Code. I'm going to paste it and save it. Uh, After that is configured, it will ask for uh, the folder location where we are going to store this project. So we can select any folder that we want. So for now, I will create a new folder here. And then it will ask some questions. So here we will go with the default. It is asking for the name of the project. We can give any name or go with default. It is asking whether it shall provide a sample notebook, so which is yes. It is asking if we need a sample lake flow declarative pipeline. So I will put the press the down arrow key and select no. Python package, we don't want it. Serverless compute, we can keep it as yes only. And then it is asking any key to continue. I will press that. And then I will open this my project, which is just now created. And I'm going to trust this. And now if I go to this Databricks icon, so it is initializing this workspace now. So after a few seconds, we will see something like this. So it is asking us to select a cluster. So we can select serverless by default. And now it is showing this in red. So that means it is not yet connected. So if we click this, it is still waiting for the cluster to be connected. And now it is asking me to select an environment. So I'm going to create a new Python environment. It will take some time. Let me pause it. So now the Python environment it is set up. This is how it looks now. Let's go in the Databricks tab and check it out. So now everything is green. That means we are good to go. Uh, this also displays that Databricks Connected is enabled. In case it is not yet enabled, so you shall click it and see what is pending in case something is pending. So now we are good and we can go ahead and write our code. So let's try writing something and try it out. So if we go to this file section here, in the SRC, this is the sample notebook which is created by default. Let's just run it. It will ask for a Python environment. We can select the one which we had created. So as we are running this notebook for the first time, it will ask for this Jupyter kernel package to be installed. So it will be installed. It will take some time again. Let me pause it. So after installing the kernel, let's confirm if the Spark connection is working fine. So looks like it is working. So with this, I think we are good to start. Let's try something. I'm pressing Control I. So I want to store it in a data frame and print its schema. So looks like it's doing the job. I review it. I accept it. Let's run it again. Yes, it's printing the schema. So this way our vibe coding environment is working fine. Now let's say if we want to move this notebook to Databricks, so that is again also very easy. So here itself we get this option like deploying this bundle. Currently it is deploying the bundle. So after the bundle is deployed successfully, so the changes are now available in the Databricks side as well. And this is our remote folder where the changes will be saved. So we can see this is the path where it has now saved within Databricks as well. And we can start the synchronization as well. And once it is started, then whenever we make any change to our notebook, let's say if I press enter and I save it, automatically these changes will be reflected in Databricks without any additional step as well. So yes, this is our entire setup to do the vibe coding and how exactly we can do it and what features we can use it that I have explained in the other video. The link is in the description. So thanks everybody. Happy coding.